Yo, what it do? What it look like? It's time to go live. Here we are with the end of the day report of yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports that we put in your hand each and every day. Why do I do it? Because Tony Blaylock in the live chat makes me. He ran over here. He yoked me up by my throat and said, someone tell Dex to come get out of the lab and go live. So here I am, Tony, in the live chat. What up, homie? What up, V-Dub? What up, everybody? Smash that like button. You know what today is, don't you? Yep. Come on now. Today is the Thursday night special edition where we hand out like candy and cookies from a cookie jar the intraday price inflection points that you need to know for Friday's trading. All right, so today was a great day if you were long precious metals and Bitcoin. And if you weren't, then you probably didn't have such a good day. But hey, to each his own. All I know is that gold and silver are really showing their behinds. They are showing off in this market. They just keep going and going and going. And I just have to keep popping my way through it. I keep moving my stop, locking in a little bit more profit in the gold. I would have loved to have taken more off the table in the silver, but hey, such is life. Sometimes you can get back in things, not a problem, but then other times life comes into play and you're not able to do what you want to do. I'm just thankful right now that I got the power on. We've been getting storms like every evening. The power did go out like twice, but it came back on, thank God, this evening. So here I am. Man, I am so glad that tomorrow is Friday, man, heading to the weekend. It has been a busy and a long week. Been in the lab all week long, but then again, it feels like when have I never not been in the lab, right? That's a good question. That is a great question, and I don't have a good answer for you. All right, so what we're gonna do today, because you know I breeze through these things real fast. I'm gonna go ahead and boot up the crypto, the futures, and the forex first. Knock those out. Then we can do the recos also. We'll do those last. All right, we'll do the recos. All right, so that gives people time who are still not here yet. They'll give them time to, you know, put in what they want to put in. And in the meantime, those of you who are in the live chat now, I will go ahead and add yours. I see you, V-Dub. You want that one. On the APPS. Okay, APPS. Okay. Gotcha. Digital turbine. Okay. All right, I got you. I got you. I got your digital turbine right here. Let me see if I have it in. Let me see if I have it in the U.S. equities. I think I do. I think I do. Let me see. Digital turbine. Yep, it's already in here. Digital turbine is on the U.S. equity port. All right, let's go in. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you so we can get in, knock these out. What's good, Tony, in the live chat? What do you what have you been cooking up to this week, man? How's trading been going for you? What you been in? Anything? Looks like V-Dub been killing them equities. What you doing, Tony? You in the forex or what you been up to, player? Let me see here. Right. Y'all can see my screen good, right? Okay. And my mouse is lining up with the chart. Okay, great, great, great. All right, let's do it. All right, so the first thing we have up here, and this is no particular order, we're just doing them as they come up in the thing, no really order to it. All right, so let me just straighten everything out. That'll help me go back quicker. All right, so the first on the list here is the E-mini S&P 500. All right, so as you can see, we keep getting that upside production. So if you take a look at what we've done from the rally alert, you can see we got that upside momentum. We got the bullish weekly trend momentum reading as well. And technically speaking, the E-mini S&P 500 looks like a candidate right now for a take back Friday tomorrow, where we could see a little pullback. But that doesn't have to happen. Take back Fridays, as you know, as I explained to you before, it doesn't have to occur. If a market's been up all week, it's not a guarantee that you'll get a pullback on Friday on profit taking, and vice versa for if a market's been down all week. Markets sometimes continue. They want to do a continuation pattern and end the week out on a high note if it's been bullish during the week, or a lower note if it's been in a bear pattern. So it's really tough to say at times. Only thing I can say is, trade what you see. If you're like me and you have open positions going into tomorrow, you'll basically be spending your day just managing the trade, popping your way through it. As you know, I normally do not add new positions on a Friday. I like to come into things fresh on Sunday night so I can, do what I need to do between Sunday night and Monday morning. But, you play it the way you got to play it. Okay, so as you can see here, the intraday price inflection point for tomorrow for the E-mini S&P 500 is as follows. Market needs to close above 32.91 3/4. Shouldn't be a problem unless the market just crashes tomorrow. But 32.91 3/4 is all it takes to maintain the bullish outlook going into the to next week for the E-mini S&P 500. All right, on the Dow Jones, same thing here. Getting a little bit of production, not anything extraordinary to write home to, but still getting that production. Got the bullish weekly trend momentum reading. In order to keep this going, though, the Dow needs to close above 26,754, which should not be a problem. As long as it can close above that tomorrow, it will remain a bullish outlook for next week as well. All right, moving right along, we got the Aussie and the forex side. So we have this rally alert here, right? And then we came in today, and the market could not give us any upside production. Hopefully, it will get some between tonight and tomorrow. What needs to happen to maintain a bullish outlook in your Aussie? Aussie needs to close above 71.74. That's right. That's all it needs to do is close above 71.74, and it keeps that door open for more bullish activity for next week. Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollar has been melting down. Looks like we finally are getting some symbol of a possible short-term bottom. Have a rally alert now in the Canadian dollar for tonight into tomorrow's trading. All right. The trend line resistance, overhead resistance, is the initial target. All right. So it's going to take a few days for it to get there. I doubt we'll see it in one day. And then tomorrow's Friday, and we're getting this alert. This alert will carry us until next week. So you figure you count Monday. So until like Thursday for this rally alert to play out, unless we get another signal. All right. So this market, in order to put in a short-term bottom, needs to close above 133.30. All right. This needs to close above 133.30, and it puts in a short-term bottom and opens the door for rallying into next week. Next on the line, we got here the euro dollar. So the euro dollar has been straight up, right? You had a little pullback right here. You didn't get any downside production whatsoever, and so you wouldn't have even been triggered into the trade. And then here, market reverses on you. You get a rally alert. You get a teeny tiny slither of production today. This should carry over until tomorrow. What needs to happen? The market needs to close above 118.14. As long as you can keep that momentum going, you have yourself a good possibility of like a 90% rally next week. You got a 90% chance of a rally. All right, for this one, the trade is still on the long side of the market. It just needs to close above 124.72. Talking about the euro yen, just needs to close above 124.72 to keep this train going. All right, taking a look now at the pound sterling. Same as the euro yen, we just been going straight up. What needs to happen? This one needs to close above 130.81 tomorrow in order to maintain that bullish outlook going into next week. Next, we got the dollar yen. So the dollar yen is shaping up like this. You see, we came down from this crash alert here, right? Got this massive downside production. Then we hit this rally alert here. Got a little bit of upside production before the pullback. Now, the interesting thing about this one is that we're still in a bullish buy zone. All right. So until we get another signal, the trade right now, believe it or not, can go either way. It can run out of steam and just fall down and crash on you, or it can break out to the top side on you. So this one's at a very peculiar place right now. Don't really know which way it wants to go, but it's going somewhere. What does it need to do to put in a short-term bottom? Just needs to close above 105.60. If it can close above 105.60, then you can pretty much lean toward the bull camp, the bull side of the camp for next week. All right, looking at the Mexican peso. So the Mexican peso, as you can see here, you got this rally alert here. You got this nice upside production. Now we're coming to the crash alert, but we haven't gotten any downside production yet. What needs to happen? Well, as long as this market closes below 22.44.30, all right, then the downside bias is still in play for next week. All right, looking at nat gas, which has really shown off as well. All started back here with this rally alert that just kept on giving. Then you got another one here. Then you got this one here that produced all the way up here. But now we're getting that crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Trend line support is your initial target. If the market closes below 210, all right, tomorrow, then guess what? You got yourself a bearish market condition. But if as long as it closes above 210, it's still in the bull camp. All right, taking a look now at your Kiwi, at your New Zealand dollar. All right, so this one, we came into it with the crash alert here. Got a little bit of production, haven't gotten any more since. The market has since reversed, like a little technical bounce off of the low point. I think this is shaping up for another downside play. All right, the trade is still to the downside at this point. The trend line support is your target. What needs to happen? Well, as long as the market closes below 66.42, it remains in the bear camp. But as long as it stays over that, then it remains in the bull camp. Gold futures. Yeah, gold. Thank you very much, gold. Gold has been golden. The golden goose with the gift that keeps on giving. The rally is going to 2100. Mark my words, I can feel it. I just hope I can maintain the trade until then without getting stopped out. I would love to ride that. That would be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Picking up $100 trade in gold. That's what I'm talking about. What you know about that? All right, so what needs to happen on this one? Well, as long as the gold can stay above $2,025.30, I think we're good to go. So unless this market, drops $100 tonight or tomorrow, I think it should be good to go. I have no idea when and if a pullback will be coming. We know at some point it will pull back, but when, I have no idea. All right, so let's keep it going. All right, looking at the South African rand, it's been bullish as well, as you can see, getting up here into this Kumo cloud. Excuse me. And now, right off of this, benefiting from the rally alert, I think there has more upside to go with the bullish weekly trend momentum reading. As long as the market closes above 1722, I think we should be good. 1722.22 is your intraday price inflection point. As long as it can remain above it, it stays bullish. Closing below it, would put in a short-term top and put the bear perspective in play. Taking a look now at the US dollar. I told you the weakness was going to overcome any kind of technical. This is a good case study though, because look, so you came down, right? We got this rally alert, but we got zero production out of it. Instead, the market reversed, gave us a crash alert, and then gave us production on the crash alert. So this one, we have not seen the lows yet. Just keep in mind, though, don't get too excited just yet. All right, this one looks like it's about to put in another massive leg down. But as long as you can keep the dollar above 90, that is technically still a strong dollar policy for the Trump White House. Remember, I explained this many moons ago, explaining the White House strong dollar policy. The dollar above 90 is a good bullish strong dollar. Dollar below 90, once you hit 88, you go into what is the red zone. All right, 88 is the red zone. All right, and then crash zone is 77. That's how it works with the US dollar. Don't ask me how and why that is. I can't quantify it. I can only qualify it. I just know from watching this dollar going back eons ago, back when Yoda was a baby and I used to babysit Yoda and burp him and all that, all right? Way before Anakin Skywalker, or way before all of that, okay? So I was there, okay? And I can tell you that that is how the US dollar is posted up. 90 and above is a strong dollar policy. 88 is a red zone. That's an alert status because now you're at the weak dollar. 77 is a collapse zone, a crashing dollar, a red alert. That is the emergency DEFCON 1. All right? Just so you know. That is the history of this dollar. All right? So, where is it going? South. Where are we at? 93.16. 93.16 is necessary to put in a short-term bottom. I don't think that's going to happen, but there's your numbers. 88 Cardano on the crypto side of the aisle. So we had this rally alert here. We got a little bit of upside production with it, but I don't know. We got the bullish weekly trend momentum reading starting to sprout up here. I think more upside production can come and most likely will come next week. As long as this market can stay above 0.1421, it should be great. Fall below it, and that's bearish. All right, looking at the Bitcoin Cash, the ABC. All right, so as you can see here, the rally alerts here have been getting mad upside production. I think more is coming and on the way. This needs to close above 294.475, and we should be good to go. Close below it, and that's a different discussion. The mighty Bitcoin rally alert bag here, the gift that keeps on getting explosive upside production. As long as Bitcoin can close above 11,384.89, we should be great. Close below it, and we're going back down to the trend line support, and no one wants to see that who is a bull in Bitcoin. Taking a look now at ETH, Ethereum. Ethereum, be careful. You got a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Where might Ethereum go if it continues? Trend line support way down here around that 270 range. Ouch. 382.62 means the market has put in a short-term top. Don't want to see a close below 382.62. All right. If it can stay above it, stays bullish. Drop below it, you drop into the bearish zone. Litecoin has a crash alert for tomorrow, for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Trend line support below 50 is the initial target. A close below 57.9722 is bearish. If it remains above it, it keeps the bullish momentum going. Looking at XRP Ripple. All right, so we got the crash alert here. We have received no downside production yet. Doesn't mean that you won't. What do we need to see? Well, a close below 0.2925 would be bearish. As long as it can remain above it, it remains in the bull camp. Z to the R to the X. Incredible elongated sideways trading both in and outside of the Kumo cloud. What do we need to see? Well, right now, we can only tell you about the momentum. Have this rally alert right here, but we only got a slither of upside production. And we got a bullish weekly momentum reading. Doesn't mean a whole lot because the last time we got one, the market decided to take a drop. So we're going nowhere fast. So where do we go? We got three major trading zones that we're trading inside of during this elongated phase. This bar here is your first trading zone. This bar here is your second trading zone. And this one here is your third. We're outside of the third now, but then the market came down and then now it's coming right back into the third. So right now we're in this third zone here. We're not in this lower one here, and we're not in this upper one here. We are here. So where do we go? I haven't the foggiest idea, like my mom used to say. As long as this market stays above 0.3950, we have bullish momentum. Will it do something with it? I don't know. But if it loses that momentum, then below the trend line support you go. All right. Now, this is an equity. The ticker is APPS, trading on the NASDAQ. Mad gappage here, but take a look. Here is your rally alert, and you started getting this beautiful upside production. If it does not continue tomorrow, you could, at worst, I don't expect this to drop outside of this zone. It could on a back end fill, but I don't think it will be monstrous. But you just know, you don't know what these markets. You have the bullish weekly trend momentum reading. As long as it can keep that, I don't see why it can't keep the rally going. But just be on guard. You do have to back and fill this gap at some point. As long as the market can remain on a pullback above $16.75, you remain in the bull zone. But if you close below that, you enter into the bearish zone, and you don't want to see that because then it just says that the pop-up was not real. All right, this right here, you got this rally alert here on the NASDAQ 100 futures. You see how the market came down. You have this crash alert. You got this beautiful production to the downside. Now you're getting the rally alert. You got this nice upside production here. What do we need to see? As long as the NASDAQ tomorrow can close above 11,020 and a half, you remain in the bull zone. Close below it, and that's a different story. You enter a bear zone where the trend line support would be your target. All right, crude oil futures still doesn't know what it wants to do. We have a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow with the trend line support right here around the $40 mark is your initial target. This one's still fluctuating as well. You are in a elongated sideways trading cycle, and the market doesn't know what it wants to do. It's taking a breather. It's been beaten up pretty badly. It's just taking time to heal its wounds. A close above $41.59 is bullish. A close below it would be bearish. Next on the menu, we got the mighty Russell My Hustle with a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. You see the last rally alert was productive. Nice upside production. Looks like we're topping out. Market wants to travel back down to the trend line support at 1450. What does that mean? You're looking at about $100 drop if we get production out of this one right here. I am tempted to do something with that, but I can't because I got to stick to my rules. All right, what do we need to see? Well, this Russell My Hustle, if it can close above 15.15.20 tomorrow, it can maintain a bullish bias going into next week, because if it does pull back, that pullback will be bid back up on Monday. All right, so here is silver. So here's what happened. You had this rally alert here, and look at the beautiful upside production. Nice upside production. Incredible upside production. Threatening to tread into the $30 handle. Can't touch it though, man. Tomorrow's Friday. I got to stick to my rules, man. My rules have done me well for a long time. So I'm sticking to my rules. I'm doing what I got to do. Let the market do whatever it's going to do tomorrow. I'll take a look back on Sunday night. I'll be ready on Sunday night. So what do we need to see with the silver? Well, silver just needs to close above $26.11 tomorrow. And if it can do that, even if it pulls back tomorrow, if it can close above it, it stays in a bull zone. Close below it, though, and you lose that beautiful momentum and threaten to fall back down. The trend line support around $21. Ouch. All right. Let's see here. Corn. So corn has a rally alert. We got a little bit of upside production, but now it needs to get to that trend line around the 330 mark. Can it do it? Of course it can. What do we need to see? Well, we need to see a close above 324.5 tomorrow in order to stay in a bull zone. Close below it, though, and you remain in a bearish zone, believe it or not. Looking at soybeans. So with the soybeans you see here, we have this crash alert, got a slither of production to the downside. As long as this market can stay below 884 3/4, I think we're still in a bearish zone with the bearish weekly trend momentum reading. And I think this thing can fall back into the Kumo cloud, with the top of it being the initial target, the bottom being the secondary target. All right, and last but not least, we got here, drum roll please, can you guess what it is? I know you can. Yep, it's wheat. All right, so here's your wheat. Here's this initial crash alert here, secondary crash alert here, and here's the market just giving it up, headed toward the secondary target right here at the bottom of the Kumo cloud. Bearish weekly trend momentum. As long as the market closes below 15, as long as the market closes below 515 even, you stay in the bear camp. All right, so that's it. For you latecomers, you're going to have to wait till we're done and go back and rewind it, because we just finished all of the futures, all of the forex, and all of the crypto. Now we're getting into the Reco. All right, you said the DMV is flooding, Tony. Yeah, we got the tornado warning earlier. So yeah, man, please be safe, my brother. Be safe. Be safe. Let's see here. Let's see, KNDI. All right, now I'm typing in the recos now. So if you did not get your reco in, you have until I finish typing to get them up. Because we're taking them one by one now. We're in recos now. All right, so here's one. This is KNDI, Candy Technologies. All right, so this one, you have the rally alert here. You've been getting a little bit of upside production with it. I think a lot more is in store for this one here. I don't see any damage on the chart or any like major gaps that need to be back and filled. So I think this one has room to run back up toward that $18 handle. As long as the market can stay above $8.73, I think you have yourself a really good argument for a continuation of this breakout rally. All right, so have at it. All right, let me see if it's in the system or not, because if not, I can add it for you. Yep, this is already on our equity report. So you're good to go. All right, let's see here. The next reco is ABUS. All right. Let's see here. All right, this is Arbitus Pharmaceutical. All right, this looks like the last chart. Wow, okay. So you got the rally alert here. You got this upside production today. You got the bullish weekly trend momentum reading. I don't see why you can't get a little bit more out of this on the top side. Just keep in mind that it is in a correction zone. As long as the market can close tomorrow above $4.20, I think you should be okay. All you need is a close above 420, and I think you can at least give the market an opportunity to continue to move higher. So that's my take on the ABUS, and this one's traded on the NASDAQ. And I just added it to the U.S. equity report, so you should see it on Sunday if you subscribe to the Pulse Waves. All right, the next request is FTCH. All right, this is far-fetch. That's what it looks like, far-fetch. All right, so on this one, as you can see here, your rally alerts right here. Nice, incredible upside production. I don't see why it can't continue to run. Just needs to close tomorrow above $26.37. And you got yourself a bullish momentum trend that can take you into next week. Let me just double check, see if this one is on the report. And if it is, that would be great. If not, I can add it with the click of the mouse. Yep, it was not on the report. I just added it, so it should start to show up as long as it has enough data to do so. All right, the next reco on the list tonight is Apple. All right. All right, so here is Apple. Rally alert here, upside production here. You do need a technical back and fill here and here, though. As long as the market on a pullback can close above $432.34, it does keep the bullish momentum alive. And yes, this one is already in the system. All right, looking at the next reco. All right, we have FAST as the ticker, FAST. All right, Fastenal, I think is how you say it. All right. Let's double check this one. And it looks like this one is traded also on the NASDAQ. And this one is already in the system. All right, so this one has a crash alert for tomorrow's trading. Trend line support around that $44 mark is the initial target. As long as the market can close above $47.33, though, it remains in the bull camp going into next week. But that crash alert will be hanging over its head, so just remember that. All right, let's see. Next chart we got here. Next reco is, let's see, AR and Taro Resources. All right. Let's see what we got here on AR. All right, so this one has a crash alert for tomorrow as well. Looking like a double top. Look at this. Crash alert here, and it's doing it on a lower high. So this is looking like a double top. This one could be dangerous. Downside production may not be limited to the pullback of the trend line support. Okay, just a heads up on this one. A close below $3.51 puts it in the bear camp. All right, so just be aware of where you are on this particular security. Okay, it does look like it may become very aggressive to the downside. Put it that way. Once we start pulling back on this one, so we'll have to wait and see what comes tomorrow. And this one is also already in the system. So if you are a subscriber to the Pulse Waves, this is already in the U.S. equity report. All right, next one is QLGN. Qualigen. We've been looking at this one for the past few days. I do recall this one, and I have also added this one to the report. Okay, so this one has a crash alert for tomorrow. Nothing's really changed in the last 2 days. You notice that these narrow range bars are still prevalent. Okay, so this crash alert doesn't really have an initial target if you get any downside production tomorrow. There's no saying how low this one could go. Just be aware of that. Okay, a close, as long as it closes below $5.74. All right, if it closes below that, it is in the bear camp. All right, so if it closes below that, it puts it in the bear camp. All right, and let's see what next we got here. Okay. Oh, ADA and Doge. Hold on. Let me see if I covered those or not. I'll tell you what I covered. Yeah, I did ADA already. I did ADA. But I'll hook you up with the Doge. I didn't do Doge. Yep, I'll hook you up with the Doge. Because I did not do that one. At least I think I have a chart for it. Let's see. Ah, you got a chart. Great. Okay. So for the Doge on the crypto side, okay, so this was your rally alert back here. You haven't received any upside production, but the market is starting to move in that direction. As long as this market stays above 0.000344647, you are in a bullish position. But a close below that would be bearish for this particular one. All right, it would be bearish. All right, next, we already did the Aussie. You missed that one. Okay, Link. Let's roll the dice and see what that looks like. I mean, I haven't worked on it, so I'm sure it's probably still nasty. Let's see. Yeah, it's nasty, but I can give the numbers off of it. All right, so I know there was a rally alert back here. Let's see here. This one, okay, it needs to close above 9.0544. If it can close above that, then it will put it in the bull camp. A close below that, though, would put Link into the bear camp. Okay, so that is your Link. All right, and that does it. We are done. Look at all the charts we did today. Y'all had me working. Papa Joe had me working. All right. With that being said, fam, we did it. We got it in. We finally finished. I'm glad about that. It has been some week, man. It's been a dope week, though. We really had some really, really good trading opportunities this week, and I'm looking for a repeat of that next week. I'm looking for, the train to keep on rolling, man. Keep rolling along. Those of you that are subscribed to the Pulse Waves, man, this week was great. And hopefully you were able to get in there, that you weren't too busy, that you were able to get some good trades in there. And I'm expecting even more for next week, more of the same. Now, why you gonna come in here, Aaron, with that late reco, man? We already done the reco segment, man. Where you been at, man? But you know what? Because I love you, I'm gonna hook you up real quick. I'm gonna hook you up on the way out the door, man. You too, Barry. Have a great weekend, my man. All right, here we go. Here's your reco. SRNE, Sorrento, one we've been looking at for a minute. All right, let's see here. Okay, this one has a crash alert for tomorrow. Probably looking to back and fill from the gap right here. Trend line support, though, is the initial target. You might just only come in back and fill and then bounce back again. All right, so this is where this one's shaping up. As long as it can close above $11.74 tomorrow, it can remain in the bull camp. However, a close below that would put it in a bearish position. Okay. So that's what that one's looking at on SRNO. All right. And then someone wants another one. All right. Y'all trying to work me to death. I thought y'all loved me, man. Y'all don't love me. Y'all working me to death. All right. Workhorse group. Let's see what's up. I don't remember ever seeing this one. This must be a new reco. All right. So here's this one. This one's been consolidating also topside the Kumo cloud. All right. It's been in a corrective phase. Now I think it's trying to plan a rally because this right here is a bullish pointer. So you've been rally alerted. You didn't really get any production. Then you got a crash alert. You got slight production there. So you're really in an inside trading situation between the low of this bar, high of this bar. Market's been respecting that. And you got a bullish weekly trend momentum reading. So anything goes. Who knows where this one's going to break. But here's your numbers. As long as this one can close above $17.09, it remains in the bear camp. All right. If this one needs to post a rally tomorrow and close above 1709, if not, it remains in the bear camp. Okay. And that's Workhorse WKHS. Let me double check and see if that one is in the system or not, since I don't remember that ticker. Let's see here, WKHS. Let's see. All right, it was not. So I just added it. So I don't know how much data this one has, if this is a new security or not, but I just added it, so it should show up on Sunday night's reports if it has enough data for the system to be able to run it. All right, so there you go, man. You're good to go. You are good to go. All right, I am out of here, man. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Be encouraged and have some fun. Spend some time with spouse and children, friends, family, all that good stuff. Watch a good movie, play some fun video games, whatever it takes to get your mind right, to get you in the right spirit to be ready to come back and do this Sunday night, because that's when we kick off again. And if you're not already subscribed to the PulseWave Price Trigger Reports, go to PulseWaveTrading.com and do that. Oh, and one more thing. Tomorrow is the webinar with Frank. Frank is back, baby, and he is going to be doing a special crypto workshop webinar, and you don't want to miss it. He's going to be showing you a lot of the things that I did these past couple weeks with the webinars I did on managing open positions and all that. Well, he's going to be doing it from a crypto perspective, showing you how to leg in and out of positions and all that stuff. All right. So he's going to hook you up with that tomorrow. So that's definitely something that you do not want to miss, especially if you trade crypto. Trust and believe me, you're going to want to be there, because that is his thing. He does all the crypto stuff. I do everything else. So if you are a crypto trader, or you're looking to get involved in the crypto space, you definitely want to be here. It's going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard New York time. All right. And so you don't want to miss that. And he's going to be going over a whole bunch of different things, and it's going to be great. But you do have to register. So you got to go to PulseWaveTrading.com so that you can register for that. All right. All right. This is definitely the last one. All right. Last one. All right. Let's see here. All right. Last one. CVNA. This is Carvana, and I just added it to the equity report also. So you had this rally alert here. You got all this nice upside production and then just a big, big run today. If you're long this one, you're definitely going to want to start locking in some profit. Don't let this thing pull back on you and take away all your profit. Please use some stops. All right, so as long as this one closes tomorrow above $174.73, it remains in the bull camp on a pullback for next week. A close below that, though, pretty much puts this in the bear camp where you'll come back down to the trend line support of $130 a share. All right, so that's the scary thing on that one. Yep. All right, so that should do it now. I'm out of here, you guys. See y'all in the morning for the pre-market pulse scan report. And everyone else, I will see you in the trading room. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out. Peace.